So there's a big debate here. Who deserved to win the race? Keselowski, Johnson, or there's even a contest for Harvick. I'm gonna let Andrew start off with this one.
Yeah, well, I remember texting you right after the race. How about that Jimmy Johnson winning? And you said Keselowski should have won, and I'll let you explain right after this. I do think Jimmy Johnson should have won because I was actually watching the post-race show, and I think it was Kyle Petty said something really interesting. He said, it doesn't matter how fast you were the whole race. It matters how fast you are at the end of the race. And the way I sort of argued with Jack over lunch, actually at school, is if you were to only tune in those final 20 laps, who do you think deserved to win the race? It was Jimmy Johnson. Why? Because he had the faster car than Keselowski. He was trying to get around him, and that's what wins races. Being fast when you need to be fast, and that's at the end of the race. I know Keselowski led all those laps, but he didn't finish and he didn't close. I would say the same thing when Harvick, throughout the whole year earlier this year, actually dominated a ton of races, but he didn't win because he didn't close the race and he didn't finish off strong. So, Jack, you said Keselowski. Why?
If you tuned in the last 20 minutes, yes, it would have been Johnson's race. That being said, the whole race wasn't 20 minutes. It was over 3 hours. And if you watch those, you would see Keselowski dominating the racetrack. I mean, he posted first in qualifying with the fastest time out of any driver. And then he continued on, and he did not lose a restart. He did not lose a restart. And before the end of the race, the only lap Jimmy Johnson ever led was the lap after Keselowski pitted.
Yeah, that's right.
The lap after Keselowski pitted, and then Johnson pitted right after that. He dominated the whole race, and I would even venture to say Harvick deserves it more than Jimmy Johnson. And the only reason I say that, he had tire problems twice. He had a tire problem early, got down to about 26 and worked his way back up, and then debris punctured the tread a second time, and he had shifter problems too. He was racing with one hand after 2 tires had gone down, he made 2 pit stops, and then he was able to work his way up, and he finished third, right?
Yeah, he finished third. Yeah.
He finished third. Johnson just steadily worked his way up. I thought it was good racing, but I think Kevin Harvick's performance was much more impressive.